Hi there, and it is a new trading week, so let's have a look at $3 pairs with Geoffrey Yu, FX analyst at UBS in London. So Geoffrey, the dollar reached a one-month high against the yen today, as investors turned their backs on the Asian safe haven, as concerns over Syria start to ease. So can you tell us more about this change in sentiment, and how do you think this pair will be affected by the data we will see from the US and Japan this week?
Sure. Well, we still favour dollar-yen upside. So 1 month we have a target at 102, and 3 months towards year-end, we think that there is scope for a move towards 105. Now, the BOJ decision this week actually is probably going to be secondary. What we want to see is stronger data coming out of the US, especially the payrolls print on Friday. We think it's going to be a solid 170,000 on the month. Now, the key here is for the dollar. If you look at dollar performance against G10, I do think that it is behaving a bit more like a risk currency right now. So if you actually see risk on, then the dollar might rally, and vice versa. This wasn't really the case a few years ago. However, if you look at wider dollar performance, especially against emerging markets, for example, we think that is going to be a long-term dollar uptrend. A lot will depend on how the FOMC outlook evolves, especially with tapering. But for now, with dollar-yen and the usual dollar risk trade, we still see upside from here.
And moving over to the euro-dollar, it is a big week for the Eurozone as we have the ECB rate decision and some other data coming out. So do you think we will see further euro depreciation against the greenback?
We do see further euro weakness against the dollar. If anything, the ECB has been very successful in anchoring expectations for policy. So we think that markets will continue to get the message, even though data has been stronger in the Eurozone. Draghi will stress that this has been because of easy policy, and this point will be reiterated during Thursday's press conference. So in terms of relative policy differentials, we still see lower euro-dollar up ahead, and our 1 month forecast for euro-dollar is actually back towards 130. Towards 6 months, we see sub 128, and on a 12-month view, we see it back to 120.
And now let's have a look at the Aussie against its US rival. The Aussie responded quite positively to the strong data from China. So what sort of trading patterns are we seeing with this pair ahead of next weekend's elections, and what other events will you be closely monitoring?
I think the elections are secondary in terms of determining how the Aussie trades. We actually do have a Reserve Bank of Australia meeting this week. We don't think there are going to be any major changes, but overall they will reiterate their downside bias. So I think these are recent price action is actually an opportunity for us to get back into short Aussie positions. We see the Aussie dollar falling towards 88 on a 1 month horizon and below 88 on a 6 month view, towards 85 on a 12-month view.
Thanks, Geoffrey, for that. Well, viewers, do stay tuned to Dukascopy TV for more Forex analysis and, of course, economic updates. Goodbye for now.